Come on now,
Anyway,
baby.
I got some up for you. This is good.
All
right. Okay, what would you guys choose? Would you like to pork, and this goes out to all you guys watching, fellas and fleeters at home, and obviously you two here. Would you like to pork a 4 out of 10 once a month, or a 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, the perfect woman once a year?
Don't say that, because then...
Your ideal woman is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You get to pork your specific attraction, whatever you're attracted to.
No other sex is allowed throughout the year.
So you get this 10 out of 10 once a year. So you get to choose.
But you can only bang once that year.
Once a year, or you get to pork a 4 out of 10 once a month. But when I say a 4 out of 10, it's a proper 4 out of 10.
So we're talking 12
in your taste.
Sex 12 times a year or once a year. The difference is that once is with a 10, and the other one, I know exactly what I'm doing.
This is tough.
No, it's not tough. It's not tough.
I know you're a dog. You're a fucking dog.
No, it doesn't. I have incredible reasoning for it.
I'm taking the 10.
I knew you would. I knew you would take the 10, yeah?
Because...
And I can't wait to tell you why you're fucking wrong.
I don't feel like I need that much sex at all. I don't know. I can play Fortnite, you know?
Okay. Look, yeah.
I watch anime.
The 4 out of 10, okay? Which is what I would go for the 4 out of 10 12 times.
But bear in mind, bro, because you're only porking it once a month. Like, it's just a one time. You could finish in 10 seconds. Like,
you're gonna wait till you realize my reasoning, and you're gonna go, oh yeah.
Okay, hit me.
All right. First of all, as a strong 6 out of 10 myself, right? It's not.
I would give you higher.
Well, it's not that much of a drop down. But listen, my reasoning is the 10 out of 10s are less likely to be as good in bed as the 4 out of 10s. The 4 out of 10s do a mad effort. They make up for the 4 out of 10. The 10 out of 10 will lay there like a fucking beached whale, not do shit, and then because they're hot, they're just like,
I get what you're saying, but it's not always true.
It's shit sex.
Let's take away the idea of, like, let's just say both are gonna be good sex, but one is just genuinely gonna be a 4.
It is a risk that you take. And I can guarantee you that 10 out of 10 bird will not be. I'd say 90% of the time that 10 out of 10 bird is nowhere near as good.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm still taking the 10 out of 10.
Whatever.
I can't do that. I can't drop that low just for sex, just once a month. Like, it'd just be. Like, in your taste, it is a natural thing, but it's not something you would want to do, right? I'd rather just wait and just have sex with someone I'm attracted to.
I'm not going into this being like, I really don't want to have sex here.
It just depends, I guess, on how much you want to have sex. I think that's what it is. Because everyone has sex with a 4 out of 10. You've done it, I've done it, everyone's done it. I'm sure to someone out there, I'm a 4 out of 10. And you're probably a 4 out of 10 to someone as well. Believe it or not.
No, mate.
That's just how the world works.
I'll guarantee you to quite a few people. But the point that I'm making is that the 4 out of 10, I bet you, is a better time than a 10 out of 10.
But you can still have sex with a 4 out of 10 that is dead as well. Like,
yeah.
So it's just a super. What if, Cal, you take this 4 out of 10 and she's lifeless. She's a corpse.
That's a whole different question there, fella. And I'm sorry that
you're doing up corpse on the bed, like, it's
that is a different question, and we can't
lying there
no.
like a slug. You could sprinkle some salt and still not get a reaction. She's done out. Okay, it's a risky. Or you do take the 10 out of 10, and she's all over the gaff. You're banging her on the ceiling.
That's called a unicorn.
Oh.
That's called a unicorn.
They don't exist.
And unicorns do not exist. I'm joking. Look. You know my answer, and I'm going to leave my answer, and you've gone for your answer, and that is very interesting.
It's such a good question, because I know the fellas and fellas at home are all going to have the exact same situation, complete different answers.
Yeah.
So I bet a lot of the lads are like, yeah, I'll take the 4.
Yeah.
Then, you know what, lads? Here's a good point. You get absolutely bevved, and that 4, we can easily turn that into a 6, 7.
An 8, potentially. It can reach an 8.
Yeah, get the absinthe out.
Yeah.
And we're pushing.
You've got your 10.
We're pushing high numbers.
You've got your 10.
Right up, yeah. That's a good workaround. Oh,
that is true.
That just changed my perspective a little bit.
There you go.
Might be switching sides. I got another one for you.
All right,
Okay, you have to fight Mike Tyson, all right? Okay, you have to knock him out. And if you knock him out, you get £1 million for however old he is, okay? But you have to knock him clean out, all right?
Yeah.
And you have to fight him from the age of 1 to 30. Okay. So if you fight him at 30, you get 30 mil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you fight him at 7, you get 7 mil. Yeah. Okay. What age are you going to fight him at? You're going to fight him at 10. You're going to knock a 10-year-old child clean out.
I'll fucking batter the shit out of 10-year-old Mike Tyson. Actually, do you know what? I would still be concerned that I would not win that fight.
I think you could take 12. I was personally going to take 5 because I just don't know.
You're secure in a dub at 5 for sure.
Yeah, 5 years old. I think there's no way that he can beat me, right?
No, he can't. He can't beat you at 5. He cannot beat you at 5.
That's for sure.
That's for sure. At 10, he's probably got a couple hands on him, but I'm still, mate, just the sheer, mate, if we want to talk about reach, yeah, I've got to win that.
You've got reach, but what if he comes inside?
That sounds mad. First of all, that sounds mad.
Okay, look, right? Are we certain that I will beat Mike Tyson at 5?
Yes.
Because I don't want to take that information away and end up in that situation in the future. Take the deal, and then lose.
And you lose the 5 mil. No, 100%, bro. You're beating him at 5 years old. I think he really starts challenging you about 13. I think at 13, I reckon he is knocking my head off.
Yeah, you know what? I'll back it, but that's when I'm gonna have to start using the legs. I know he still ain't fully grown.
Yo, let me look quickly at Mike Tyson.
Check his
boxing.
13. Let's have a look at
boxing 13. Let's see. Let's just have a little look here.
When did he start? I bet he started
All
young,
my
right?
days, his first ever fight was when he was 13 and he knocked out a 17-year-old.
I'm taking him at 5. That's for sure.
I'm taking him at 5.
5 years old. That's 5 mil. I'm cashing in 5 mil. And then I got a story for the podcast. Yeah, I come in, I say I knocked Mike Tyson out. Don't tell him it was 5.
Oh my God. That's a good question. You've had that one.
Yeah, no, thank you. Let me see if I got any more. I got a couple of screenshots. If you've got anything.
I think we should just quickly discuss the football. You know, it's always good to
I want to discuss I want to discuss FPL for the first time.
Tell them about what just happened.
Obviously, I've been at the bottom of the leaderboard for quite some weeks now in the pits. You know, I had a great start at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Slowly just made my way into the pits. Yeah. However, this game week, I dropped a 91-point game week. It was a belter. Salah captain, Wilson Bamford, all sorts going off. Mm-hmm. I've now come out of the bottom to leapfrog Theo, and I'm now not even in a bad position to get out of the bottom 2. Because if you remember, we already told you the bottom 2 of the FPL table will pay for an expensive dinner. Mm-hmm. And right now I'm in the bottom 2. But yeah, that's my plan. And this week, if you're watching, I brought in Sterling against Burnley.
I brought in Salah because he got you 30 points. And so I was there like, I don't know what I was thinking. I need to get this man in my team ASAP.
Well, with Salah against West Ham, like, it felt natural.
Oh, absolutely.
It felt right.
You know what I actually realized that I have failed to do. I've once again let us down. Is actually find what our ad was for today. But the good news is...
It's okay.
The good news is I believe that I put it in our group chat earlier.
And whilst you mention that, I just want to say, if you're watching on YouTube, if you enjoy watching on YouTube, you can actually also listen to the podcast on Spotify and Apple. You know, go on there. We've got a lot of listeners on there as well.
Yeah, I did want to actually speak about that. The Spotify and Apple listeners, if you guys are listening on there right now, you are so dedicated. You're the sickest people, man. Every time is on there. We keep a steady stream of people that are just like constantly watching and listening.
Every week.
Whereas obviously on YouTube, that fluctuates.
Yep.
But you lot, so shout out all the real ones listening on all the audio platforms. Yeah. With that being said.
We still love you YouTube guys as well. Absolutely.
But you're just a bit more like slutty.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? You
get
around.
I see you sometimes not dropping in and saying hello.